Hey guys, welcome back. It's Adam Flowers here, Mob Vlog. It is September 24th, 4 p.m. Central Time if you're in Chicago. Today's going to be a heavy day. We're going to be talking about addiction, and let me just get it out there right now. So I made a big decision that it's time to quit fucking around. So I got myself sober, and we're going to be discussing that. I brought some really interesting guests, with one of whom is Red Wemette, and the other one is Bill Stacks. If you guys haven't seen Chatting with Stacks, he's got a great YouTube channel, and he talks about this subject quite a bit. So welcome back, guys. It's Mob Vlog. Red Wemette, how are you doing today?
I'm doing chipper.
Fantastic. And Bill Stacks, welcome to Mob Vlog. For the first time, we're having Bill Stacks on. How are you today?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. And Bill, where are you located? For everybody?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome on to the show. And hello to everybody who's joining us in the comments. It's good to see you, Jim Magnifici. Tribe Called for Cookies, Bill Crawley, Johnny Half. I don't think I've said your name before on the show, but welcome in. Christina Morris, she's our moderator. She's here. Dave Grimpy, Alan B. Let's get to it, guys. This subject came up. Red and I were talking the other day about mob actors and mob actors that have had addiction problems. Everything from drinking, drugs, you name it. And I was quite surprised when we started going down the list of actors that it's almost like a prerequisite to be in a mob movie or a mob show. It seems like everybody in the damn near anyway. I almost said to Red, we should look up which actors haven't had problems.
Yeah. It's probably a smaller list, right?
Gotta be. I mean, it's gotta be. So Bill, how long have you been clean? Sober?
7 years. 10 days ago. I didn't even realize. I don't really count the days. Man. Just keep going with the flow, and every day it keeps getting better and better. Like, when I first started, I was counting the days, like, I got a week, I got a month, I got a year. But it starts blending into your life, and you just keep going, and life just changes, and things are great now. I mean, I wouldn't change it for anything.
I remember watching Bill on YouTube way before he had his channel, but maybe the same channel, but he was talking. Were you in Missouri?
St. Louis? Minnesota.
You're talking about being on the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Waking up in the boat.
Yeah.
What, 2016, 2017?
No, that was 2008. Yeah, so I was telling those stories, but that's after, it wasn't in 2008 when I was telling those stories. That was in 2021. I started YouTube in 2021.
Did you? I thought it was earlier, much earlier than
that. No, 2021. Yeah, January 2021.
So You got 4 years now on your channel. How large has your channel grown?
I just hit 18,000 subscribers today.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're growing. I just got a sponsor for the show. Things are really looking up, It's a real positive sponsor too. It's a career empowerment. They help people get resumes done and help you job search online.
Rico Suave, watching from the hospital bed. Rico, I hope you're doing all right, man. Yeah, I guess death can wait until this episode's over.
Yeah.
A little dark, but all right. So your channel's grown to 18,000, and you talk a lot about you have a lot of different guests on your show. What kind of topics do you cover?
So I've started with the mob type of, characters, and I've traveled through all actors, MMA fighters, boxers, all kinds of people. But now I'm kind of steering towards the motorcycle club genre. I get different people that were presidents of motorcycle clubs, and some people are active, some people are inactive. I interview all kinds of people. I'll still bring on different types of people, but my main focus is motorcycle clubs now.
That's an interesting topic. That's one of the only things that America exports, motorcycle clubs.
Yeah, right.
It's one of our exports as far as organized crime goes.
Definitely, and they spread all over the place. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I used to catch Bill on Sunday mornings when he's walking out of church.
Yeah,
he was on. He used his iPhone and go on YouTube from his iPhone.
Yeah, every Sunday I would do it at church, but they changed the time now. So now, like, the whole mass is messed up. I don't go. I don't wake up in time to go to the mass, but I got to start going back because, it changes your life. Like, I've really overhauled my whole life. Like, if someone's out there right now struggling with addiction, you can do it, but it's hard. It's not going to be easy. And they ask you, what do you got to change to get sober? You got to change everything. Every single thing in your life needs to change.
How many times have you relapsed, Bill?
I never wanted to get sober before this.
Yeah, but every time you tried, how long?
Man,
20?
I can't even count. I mean, I'd be like, I'm not doing it again. And by the end of the day, I'd be doing it again.
Oh, my God. Hey,
or
Red,
probation. Or probation would be like, you got a urine coming up Friday. It would be Tuesday. And I'd be like, I'm going to stay sober. No. Trying to beat the urine, bring pee in there and all. I've done all of it.
Man, can't even stay clean for the whiz quiz.
No.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's a bitch when it grabs you. I mean, whether it's drugs, alcohol, combination, it takes a fucking miracle. It really does.
I was praying to God. I'm like, please just take this obsession away from me.
Yeah, you start praying. So it seems like things start happening. Wasn't till I hit my knees. The first time around, too, for me, back in 10, it was in 10, and that I decided, all right, enough's enough. And that lasted about 6 years.
What made you think that? What made you decide that enough's enough?
Back then, man, I wasn't going in the direction in life that I wanted to. It just seemed like I was at some dead end street. And when I stopped, life changed, man. Life changed big time. I was going around, I do magic and, I started speaking at different events and conventions and things, and I was going around, sharing a good message, and my life was going great. Man, America's Got Talent called me out of the blue. I had another friend call me out of the blue. Hey, you want to come perform in Hawaii? We'll put you up for a couple of weeks. Bring your wife. Go on vacation. It was like everything seemed to work just right. And then when I started drinking again, it's like everything kind of got discombobulated, and it was so hard for me to admit to myself that, man, this has to end. If I'm either gonna die or I got to stop doing this to myself. So,
did you meet Allie by then? In
2000? Oh yeah. I met Allie back in 2006. And that's when I first met her. We started dating maybe a year or two after that. And I said to her, my life is just not working right. And she even says it. She's like, when you're on the right path, everything seems to fall in line in your life. And it's true, it does. So, quick, Doug Ross, thanks for gifting a membership to the channel. Appreciate you, Doug. And Jim Magnifici, 2012, man, 13 years, haven't had a drink. That's fantastic. It's good to hear from you guys on the channel. Makes me feel like I'm not the only one.
You're not, man. There's a lot of people out there that struggle with this same thing.
Sure.
Bill, remember that guy that was what they call a lockup 123? Do you remember that guy?
Oh, yeah, lockdown.
Lockdown.
23 and 1.
Yeah, what he's in Florida. 813, isn't it?
Wait. Oh, you're talking about DOC TV?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, DOC TV, yeah.
He's had, I don't know how many times he's fell.
I mean, that happens. Look at Robert Downey Jr. How many times he's been arrested? You see him in the courtroom all handcuffed. And he was pretty popular when all that happened. And look where he got sober, and look where his life is now.
Yeah, he won a few Oscars right after he cleaned himself up. And everybody thought, man, this guy's never going to. Yeah, I even thought that back then. Like,
Me
man,
too.
this guy. You too?
Me too, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's like
saw him in that movie. Adam and I were talking about it. What's the name of that movie, Adam? That I saw him in where he's on the helicopter hanging on?
Air America?
Air America. When I saw him in that movie, I said, he's playing himself. That whole movie.
You almost want to go as like, is he method acting?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big thing. Hey guys, leave your comments there if you guys are also hey Bill, you're putting in the comments now. Lindsay Stacks, you've been an inspiration. She's been sober over a year now.
Congratulations.
And Bill Crawley gave it up in 2010. That's 15 years.
Can you imagine? I haven't been arrested since I got sober. Imagine that.
Something I only do when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
You're allergic to alcohol, you break out in the cuffs.
Yeah, 100%. I used to have a shirt. It said "Rehab's for Quitters." I did. I really had one.
Nobody likes quitters.
Quitting is for quitters. Quitting is for quitters. And when I saw that, I said, "Why are you wearing that?" Because it is. He would very seriously look at me and say, he believed in it. He's dead, though. He died.
It takes a lot to get sober, to really finally admit I got a problem and you want to change your life. It's a hard thing to go through.
The guy I was just telling you about with the "Quitting is for Quitters" t-shirt, he knew he had a problem. And he used to talk about it. But he said, I can't stop. And finally he died.
That's the alternative. You will die. And that's the reason why I stopped, is because a lot of my friends were dying from overdoses. And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be remembered for, he overdosed and died from drugs. I want to do great things and people remember me for who I really am and not for what I did in life, like doing drugs. I don't want to be known for that.
No. There's, and when you're growing up, when you're younger and you're like, wow, that guy's a stoner, in high school, he's kind of cool, he wears all the cool, and it's ripped jeans and, he smokes a joint after school. He's a cool dude, and then you go fast forward 10 years and you're like, well, look, everybody's got jobs in this and he's still sitting there being a stoner, he's just.
It's like the guy on the bar stool, right? That says, I'm going to do this and that and this and that. And you go there a couple of years later and he's still sitting on the bar stool telling the same damn story. You're going to do nothing. A lot of people get drunk or do drugs and just talk about all this stuff that they're going to do, but they have no ambition. The next morning, they're like, and they don't do nothing. I follow through now with the things that I'm going to do.
Yeah, no, now you say, hey, I'm going to do something. Hey, I'm going to be there. Hey, I'll see, here or there, and you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a time where you would have said, yeah, I'll come on your show. And then here we are sitting there going, where's Bill?
Well, I didn't do YouTube when I was under the influence or anything. I didn't even start YouTube. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
I was sober for a long time before I even got into YouTube. I was sober for a long time before I got into a relationship. There's a lot of things I worked on myself before I dove into doing the things I am today,
That's fantastic. And
I've heard him say this phrase that's right on the screen right now.
Drugs and booze are for people who can't handle reality. Yeah,
Bill used to say that all the time.
Life on life's terms, man. You know.
I know you get through something. You can get through whatever it is in life sober. Other people have done it.
That's
I know. Like I used to get through everything with alcohol or drugs. Every time I'd be happy, I'd do drugs. I'd be sad, I'd drink. I'd be excited, I'd do drugs. It was always a reason to do something. But now I don't need that anymore.
When'd your father pass, Bill?
2008.
Okay.
Because I went downhill from then. I went real bad.
That tore you up, didn't it?
Really bad, yeah. I took it hard. Drinking until I was blacking out.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, I lost my dad in 2020, man, and I thought I was in control of everything up until 2020. After 2020, the losses that I had and the just all the bullshit that happened, I said fuck it. I did. I said fuck it, man, and I just kind of started going downhill, big time after lost my dad. It's hurt, man. No, nothing ever prepares you for losing a parent. That's
no.
Joshua Allen Marshall. I've been sober from the hard stuff myself for a month. Joshua, I love your moniker. That gorilla, man. Put that gorilla back in its cage.
Congratulations, man. Do it again.
Hell yeah. Stick with it. Stick 100%. With it, man. Doug Ross. Functioning junkies are many, but it's still a living hell. Yeah.
I was functioning for a while. I mean, you can get away with it for a while. Yeah. You can live your life and do it. But
sure.
You're not living your life, though. You're not experiencing life like you should. I didn't appreciate anything. I didn't care about it. Time was just going by, and it was years going by, and I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about myself. I hated who I was. It was a terrible way to live.
It's like being on a merry-go-round from hell that you just can't get off of. You wake up in the morning, I'm not going to do that again. And at night you're going, well, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this again?
Or you start detoxing and you're like, one little thing will fix everything. Boom, I'm going back to it,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Yeah. Single and Looking wants to know, who's the third guy? This is Bill Stacks that's with us today. And he has a YouTube channel, Chatting with Stacks. If you haven't checked out his channel, I encourage you to check it out. Bill's a great guy. He does some interviews, some very interesting people. So like he said, mainly motorcycle club members or ex-motorcycle club members recently, but you've touched on all kinds of different subjects on your channel I've seen.
I've interviewed Lyle Menendez, Hector Camacho Jr.
You did Lyle Menendez?
Yeah, when did you do Lyle?
2021.
Wow.
Did you get him on a phone interview?
Called me from prison, yeah.
Nice. I haven't watched that. I have to watch that. Red's he's a big Menendez brothers. He wants him out of jail.
You're petitioning for them to get out?
No, I just always believed. I actually watched their trial way back when.
And I remember that. I
always believed that the trial was rigged, and it was rigged. Because the first trial, it wound up in a hung jury. The second trial, the judge turned around and said, no, I'm not going to allow this in. I'm not going to allow that in. I remember Leslie Abrams, and she was good. But it was like they were taking a beating in court. Judge was slanted. He went the wrong way.
Yeah, but because their father might have did that to them, do you think that gives them the right to kill the father?
No, but I don't think they belong to be. I don't think they're a danger to the community right now. I think there was a time when they should have been let out. When their own grandparents comes and gives them a hug and gives them commissary money.
Yeah.
The people they murdered. I mean, what are they going through? You don't do that to your children's children. You don't go give them a hug.
I was in prison with a lot of people who who did that and then unalive their parents or their grandparents, and then they have family members coming and visiting them.
So I don't believe that they should have gotten off, but I do believe what they're in their 60s now.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I don't believe they're a danger or a threat to the community.
And he told me that I said, what would you do if you got out of prison? And he said he would try to help the prisoners that are in there, try to, he's in different programs.
Isn't that what he's doing now? Him and Eric both?
Yeah. They try to help people. He was painting a mural when I interviewed him, and he just got caught with a cell phone right after. He got caught with like 10 cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
That's no good. I guess shouldn't happen.
Pretty bad in prison.
Kind of like having contraband, I guess, a cell phone considered, right?
That's called go to the shoe. That's major contraband.
I mean, sometimes you'll catch another extra charge in different places for that, because they consider it like a security risk,
Yeah, it's not good. Big Mo, they're not going to hurt anybody. The Menendez brothers, even Big Mo, he's a detective from Iowa, Clive, Iowa. One of our viewers here. I've met Big Mo. He came out here to do the Vegas mob tour. Super, super nice guy. Really nice guy. Doug Ross, you and Red are my favorite to be on with. Red, I sure hope you're feeling good old boy respect. Good old boy respect. Jim Yeager, it's 4:20. Yeah, there was a time where I thought that was important, an important time of day. Not anymore, but there was a time I thought so.
So speaking about people who are addicted, who have different roles, Renee Graziano's in recovery, right?
Renee Graziano.
Yeah. I've met Drita from the Mob Wives. I've been to her studio, behind the scene footage.
I haven't, that's one thing I mentioned to Adam. I don't know what's happened to Nora Schweiss, if she's around or not, but she was on Mob Wives, and she had an addiction problem way, way back.
Yeah, I was supposed to interview her, matter of fact.
She's not reliable.
Look, I got the picture right here. You guys.
Of Nora?
No.
Of Rita.
Renee?
Yeah, of all of them.
Oh,
Signed.
Nice. That's awesome.
2 stacks.
Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Lindsay, I used to believe life was more fun drinking or partying, but the following day I missed so much of life. Now I enjoy every day.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. When you start to feel again, it's a good thing.
And it's not easy. Life's not easy. Just because you get sober, it's not easy. Like, your problems don't go away. You still have the same problems that you have in life. You just get through it without running towards substances,
Deal with life differently, life on life's terms.
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
No crutches? Is that what it really is? No crutches?
Yeah.
Sure. Alcohol.
You could feel it, instead of masking up the pain.
I think this is my own opinion. You guys are probably better at it than I am, but I think pain is a good thing because it tells us what we shouldn't have in our lives, what we need to change. Our pain in our heart, physical pain, whatever it is, we need it.
Pain lets you know you're alive.
100%.
Without pain, there wouldn't be pleasure.
Speaking of druggies, does anyone know what 1111 means? I don't know.
I have no idea. I have no idea what 1111. What's that about? As a matter of fact, I don't even know where the hell 420 came from. Somebody said it was a time after school when the kids would get stoned, when school got out. But
it goes back.
I don't know if there's any truth to that.
Let me see. I'll check.
Goes back to the 80s that I know.
Oh, Oh, 1111 is 4 lines of Coke.
Okay.
Really?
All right, Legend of 420 decided to meet Lewis statue every day at 420. The Waldos decided to meet Louis Pasteur's statue on campus at 420. They would go there and smoke pot before venturing on a search of a cannabis shop. So I guess
What
that's
year
where
was
it came from. They used to meet. It doesn't say the year.
Started in California, I'm going to guess, right?
No. No, it
Doesn't
didn't.
say.
Doesn't say?
No.
Well, they said students went to Louis Pasteur monument.
Yeah.
Louis Pasteur, Pasteur
That's
statue
Louis
on
Pasteur.
campus, it says.
That's Louis Pasteur. So it was a medical school for sure.
Yeah. Louis Pasteur, French microbiologist. San Rafael, California. There's an 8 foot tall with a stainless steel cape and belt adorned with 22 steel buttons. I'm going to
They
guess.
used to sit there and smoke pot every day. It says 1971, right?
Yeah. 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 Okay. So I guess that's a meeting for a cannabis hunts. Coining 420 as a code for marijuana.
The thing,
Reefer madness.
you guys
Yeah,
don't
I just put the picture of the statue in below. If you can you see it?
Put it
That's
up there.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's where there it is. Stainless steel cape. Yeah. And the belt. That's pretty wild.
I don't see any
there's
roaches.
where 420 started, just in
Do you
case
know
you were.
Do you know what Louis Pasteur is famous for?
No, Red, go ahead. Tell us.
I'm the only one that knows. Pasteurizing milk, pasteurizing eggs, pasteurizing.
Okay, well, that would make sense.
Did not know that.
Yeah, no.
Louis Pasteur, so they named the name Pasteurize after his last name.
All right. Now, for all of you out there, what's that process actually do to the milk?
It turned into cheese or something, right?
It ruins it.
Wasn't it Capone that put the expiration dates on the milk?
That was Ralph Capone.
That was
Yeah.
probably before the pasteurization.
Capone's brother, right?
Maybe after or
Ralph?
before. Yeah, I think it was Ralph, right?
Yeah.
That was in the 60s. That was in 1963, 1964. And 1968, he demanded. I was out of the Marine Corps then. I just got out of the Marine Corps. He demanded. I met Ralph way back in the day. But he demanded that he advertising and everything else that they pasteurize the milk and save children's lives, and also demanded that they put dates on the milk. They used to have milk bottles and the caps had dates on them. Everything was in glass then. There was no plastic, no cardboard, nothing.
Yeah, he passed away in 1964.
No. Did he? No,
Yeah,
Ralph did. I met Ralph.
Maybe you're thinking about Ralph Jr.
No, Ralph Capone. Al Capone's probably died in 68.
No, it says right here he died in 74. November 22nd, 1974.
I met him in 68.
Yeah, so he would have been alive. He was 80 years old when he passed away. 74.
He was an old man when I saw him, but nice guy.
I had an aunt that dated Ralph Capone. My mom's sister dated him. Her older sister.
Yeah.
I don't know how serious of a relationship it was. How she was a fling or if it was what. Yeah. So he was around.
And the other brother passed away in the gunfight, right? In Cicero or somewhere near there.
Yeah, his younger brother was killed at the town hotel.
Yeah.
That was a long time before
they were doing the voting. They were trying to strong arm the voters into voting for someone.
Wow. In Chicago? Really?
Yeah.
Cicero.
Cicero, they were trying to strong arm the voters for the mayor.
Well, they did.
And they succeeded, but they got into a gunfight with some undercover detectives, and he got shot and killed.
So, Big Mo, what do you think milk tastes better from, glass, plastic, or paper? Now, Red, you've had all three of those, but I've heard glass is the best. My dad said you used to scoop the cream off the top of the bottle, right?
Yes.
Matter of fact, my dad used to take, there were the Tropicana orange juice used to come in glass half-gallon jugs, and he saved them, and he would pour, when he got the milk from the carton, the plastic, he'd pour it into the glass because he said it would taste better. I don't know. Maybe it was just a thing my dad had. Who knows?
I had a lot of plastic, the paper cartons in prison. Chunky milk sometimes. It was bad, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they didn't care.
What you call cardboard, they wax paper ones. Those are the ones that had the lost children on, or like missing.
Yeah.
The missing cartons. That was
remember where did the missing kids cartons come from? Wasn't that John Walsh's son was the first one on, or no?
No, it started way back when. He probably made it famous, but it started, I don't know, look it up. I think it started in the late 70s.
I got it. Des Moines, Iowa, in September of '84. The Missing Kids on the Milk Cartons campaign originated with Anderson Erickson Dairy in Des Moines, Iowa. On September '84, the dairy printed photos of two missing newspaper delivery boys, 12-year-old Johnny Gosh, abducted September of '82, and 13-year-old Eugene Martin, abducted August 12th, '84, on the sides of the milk carton to raise public awareness and jog memories in local stores. It gained traction, spreading to other Midwestern dairies and inspiring parallel efforts in Chicago and California in '85.
I'm surprised they don't still do that, because that's a good thing, right?
Well, we have Amber Alerts now on our phones.
Yeah.
You know where that started, Amber, where that was somewhere in the Midwest too. The first girl, they announced it on the radio. They had a whole thing about, I just watched the documentary a few years ago about that. But her name was Amber, and that's why it's called an Amber Alert.
But they need to spread awareness more to people, like put it on gas pumps and things like that, where people are frequent a lot, you know?
Put screens. They got screens on all the gas pumps now anyway.
Yeah.
They don't do it anymore. They used to.
Pasteurization was started to help stop TB and dairy products, tuberculosis, to help stop tuberculosis in dairy products.
They killed the bacteria with it.
Huh. Well, pretty interesting.
What year?
That's where they just heat it up, right? Pasteurization's when you heat it up.
Yeah, it's got to be heated up to a certain temperature before it's go over that temperature, because you ruin the milk. It'll curdle.
Yeah, it's a heat treatment that kills harmful bacteria. And it was named after Louis Pasteur. Red's right again.
Adam's keeping score there.
He's gonna chalk it up. Another one for Red. I like to fact check Red sometimes. We'll get Grok out. Let's fact check Red. Hey guys, if you're just coming in, hit the like button. Be sure to smash the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. This over here is Red Wemette, and this guy down here is Bill Stacks. If you haven't seen Bill's channel, Chatting with Stacks. That's STAXX. Chatting, not chatting. Chatting with Stacks. There it is, right there behind him. All right, so I use Reds as my fact to check. Red, us old guys are always right, according to Dr. Shu. Old guys are. You notice that, Bill?
What?
Old guys, man. They have so much information, and you sit there sometimes and go, is that really true?
But if it's not true and you tell them it's not true, they get all types of
and they get mad. Oh, then they get mad. Forget it.
You're like, look at Google. Google's wrong.
It is. Google is wrong a lot of times.
It can be wrong. It can be.
When I look at Google and I see something that I lived through it, I actually lived through it, and I see it on Google and they give a totally different story, it upsets me because, and then there's things that are missing. They're gone. They've been taken off the internet. But I remember I used to read them.
Google says that John Aley was a mob boss.
Hey, the other day I'm pick up my phone and I'm asking Grok a question. I say, "Hey, Grok." Phone said, "I'm not Grok." Yeah, your name's Grok. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm Grok. Sorry, I got confused.
What, the AI said
yes,
that?
Swear to God, yes.
Yeah, I don't use that AI. That's pretty weird. Do you ask it crazy questions?
Do I?
Well, he says it's always right. And I say, no, it's not always right. All it is a lot of information that's been put in there from a lot of people. And sometimes it's opinions. It's not facts.
It only knows it only knows what's on the internet. So when you talk about something that happened in the 70s, nobody posted about that on the internet. Nobody posted on. So how the hell would it know? You know, it doesn't.
Oh, so that was pre-internet.
Yeah, pretty much. People need to put the information in for it to be aware that it's even exists.
Exactly. Now, maybe in 100 years, it'll be a little different, you know, once it compiles more information, but I think that's a little ways off.
There's a girl who asks AI to do different things. She's like, scream like you're scared. And it's like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. And she's like, no, do it. I'm telling you to do it. Or she goes, list all the names in the whole world. He goes, I can't do that. She goes, start with the names in Korea. Go. And they're like, no, I won't do that. I'm sorry. She asks it wild questions, and it always tells her, no, it's not doing it.
It's true. Ron Roos, when William Shakespeare inquired into tuberculosis, he asked the question, TB or not TB?
That is the question.
How can I find your program, Stacks?
Yeah, how can we find your program?
Chatting with Stacks. It's ChattinWithStaxx.
There you go.
Chatting with Stacks show.
There we go. I threw it in the comments. So, look up Bill's channel. It's very interesting. And Bill, how many broadcasts do you do a week?
It all depends. I usually do one live during the day in the morning, and I'll do a pre-recorded show at night. I have over 6,000 videos on my channel. 6,500.
He's got a lot of videos there, guy.
Yeah,
I mean a lot of them.
Yeah,
I'm a subscriber to you.
I think I've done 5 interviews a day for the last 6-7 years, something like that.
Wow, that's incredible, man. Because you've been going for only
since 2021
years, right?
2021, yeah.
I lose track of where you're at. I always
Are you doing the math?
I am.
There was a time when I thought that you lived in Boston because
I would go to Boston a lot. I'd go to different places in the country. I have 6,500 videos.
Dude, that's 4.1 shows per day. How do you find the time to just? I
compartmentalize time. Like I'd get a lot done in a day. You'd be surprised. I do a lot. I write scripts and I got other things going on. I go places and I have videography work, so people will hire me to go to different events. That's why he thought I lived in Boston, because I'd be up there a lot. In New York City and Washington, D.C., all over the country.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be, Bill and I were talking about his trip to Chicago, and he took a tour with somebody that I don't like. Bill would probably remember the guy's name better than I do because I mispronounce it all the time. But now he has his own YouTube channel, and he's constantly cutting me up.
Are we talking about Jay?
Yes.
Hey, you went and met Jay, Bill?
Yeah. Yeah.
He gave this tour in Chicago. What year?
That was in 2022, I think. 2022.
I don't know. Bill was telling me about this one place, and he said, "Oh, this is where Joey Lombardo used to hang out. This was his social club." I said, "No, that wasn't his social club." He said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I was on a tour there," and I said, "No, I used to go by there all the time. I knew Joey."
No, that was what's his name's? I
Cosenza?
forget.
Cosenza? I can't pronounce it properly. James.
No, yeah, that's who gave me the tour, but the compound with the
That was Jimmy Cozo's compound. I was in there.
It wasn't Lombardo's.
But down the street, there was a social club that used to hang. There was another one on the corner of that building where the compound was.
Yeah.
Right up there. And that was a social club there, but that was Jimmy Cozo's. And the one down the street, he said, was Joey Lombardo's. Joey Lombardo never had a social club. He'd go in and mooch off of somebody else's.
I just got the tour. I didn't fact check everything.
Well, I kind of freaked out because I was there. I lived it. James has never lived it. As a matter of fact, I've got a screenshot of James where I asked him on Gary Jenkins' show, "When did you ever meet Joey Lombardo?" And he said,
He went to the trial. He went to the trials.
No, he
right?
wasn't.
He sat through the trials, didn't he?
No, he wasn't there. He didn't make that one. But he said, yeah, he was at Family Secrets, 2000. Yeah. But Joey went away in 83 and he wasn't there. So when I listened to him, I typed in and I said, "When did you ever meet Joey Lombardo?" And he said, "I listen to people like you and find out everything I want to know." I saw him once riding a bicycle, and that had to be like maybe 2004, 2003, somewhere around there.
I don't know, man.
So when it happened, I kept that, and I just kept it over the years. And Adam kept it for me, I think. But when he started cutting me up, I said, "Why would he do that to me? I mean, here's a guy who doesn't exactly always tell the truth, but he's really got a heart out for me." So then I thought about you when I said your trip to Chicago, because
that's why I left the mob genre, because of the drama. It's too much for me. I'm like, I'm getting away from this too much with all the rats and the people pretending to be in the mob. It's just, I was like, I can't be around these types of people no more.
It's a little crazy, man, that mob genre. And yeah, it's pretty nuts, because you get conflicting information, and this guy did this and that guy did. And if you watch some of the bigger mob channels, you go, what the fuck,
It's just crazy.
Hey, we swear to the Omerta. Hey, I got a YouTube channel now.
Yeah. This guy's got Omerta tattooed on his arm, and he cooperated. And he's like, "I'm a stand-up guy." And it's so crazy that I'm like, I can't be around these people. So I changed genres, and I went over to the biker content, and it's so much better. People are more respectful. It's not like it is over there at all. There's people that cooperate in the biker content world too.
I think the guy Scott Payne. Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Have you gotten a chance to interview him yet?
No, not yet.
That'd be nice. Have you reached out and tried yet?
But I think I did reach out a while ago. But I did interview Jay Dobkins, the guy who went undercover with the Hells Angels in I think it was Las Vegas, right?
I think
or
so.
Arizona,
yeah, it was out west.
Ryan Brown, what's up? Yeah, I did interview him, and I interviewed the president of Las Vegas Hells Angels, Charles Pee Wee Goldsmith. Shout out to him.
Nice.
There's an agent that I knew. His name is Hank Schmidt.
Pee Wee.
There's an agent that I know, Hank Schmidt, and he went and interviewed that whole crew out there back in the 80s. And when he came back to Chicago, he was undercover. When he came back to Chicago, he told me, "Those people are crazy out there." He said, "They don't care if they live or die." He said, they're shooting crank left and right. He came back and he said, "I'd rather work organized crime than work those guys."
You ever see a biker on crystal meth fucking tweaking out? Scary situation.
Those tweakers are bad, man.
Man.
Yeah.
Pee Wee's a great guy. Go check out his book, Brotherhood, Greatest Lie Ever Told. It's a really good book.
Who's the guy that had a chapter in Florida? There was a big fight over that one. He wrote a book.
I don't know, but
It was
the one in Minnesota was the one that cooperated against all the people up there. His whole chapter, like 20 guys he flipped on.
a lot in bikers.
Got his damn name. His name slips my mind right now.
This
Mel
guy was
Chancey, Red?
Pardon?
Mel Chancey?
I don't
Shout out to Mel Chancey. He's a great guy. Talk to him all the time. He's a great guy.
Was that in the 90s with him?
Yeah,
No.
he was from Chicago. Yeah, he was in the Hells Angels. He patched over from the Henchmen.
1968. I still got my patch.
Is it?
What, you were involved with them too?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Henchmen?
No, Hell's Angel. Chicago Outlaws. Excuse me. They wanted the Hell's Angels wanted to take over the Chicago Outlaws. Big fight, major fight. And then I got with the outfit and I left. I left. They said, "Fuck you, I'm gone."
Bill, did you see the movie with Austin Butler? The
Bike
Bike
Riders? Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
That's supposedly what Red was involved with. That was kind of based on that.
It was a good movie. It was a great movie. I think it was really good.
Yeah,
That's how it was back then. That's how it was back then. It was
And
very
then
good.
times started changing, right? Things,
Mm.
people were on drugs and guns were more prevalent. And
Big Mo, I was just going to ask that. See, I'm not just a magician, Mo. I'm a mind reader, too.
Pat Matter is the guy's name in Minnesota that ratted on all the Angels. Pat the Rat Matter.
Wasn't that in 1997?
Yeah, I think it was.
There was a guy by the name of Pete that was a Chicago outlaw that wrote a book.
Yes. Yeah.
He was, and I was really interested until I looked at the book. He was down in Florida. And when I looked at the book, I said, what, they have 5 members? It was one chapter now.
I did interview outlaws before. Bob from Biker News Canada. He's a former outlaw from Canada. I interviewed him about 4 or 5 times.
What about Paul Deary?
Oh yeah, no, Paul Manning. Paul Manning. He was undercover with the Hells Angels up in Canada.
I remember Manning, but I remember Deary. He was up by, I forget where it's at now, but he was trafficking women to what do they call these different places. They got him from Europe, and he was a biker. And the mob went to him, and he used to be on a lot of shows. They deleted everything they did off of YouTube.
I'm sure. But I've interviewed so many different people. I've interviewed banditos, pagans, Hells Angels, Repo Rod. He was a former angel in Philadelphia. Whole bunch of different people, like so many. It's like
they were coast to coast. They were just coast to coast.
But the pagans are taking over now. They are a major force to be reckoned with now.
I was surprised that Sonny, I was surprised he even made YouTubes, because back in the day, man, he was in prison a lot. But aside from being in prison, he would never show his face anywhere. I mean, he was the guy that he just was. And even when he wasn't running the club, if he gave an order, it was done. And when did he die? Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago.
I never knew his last name. It was always slurred. So I always called him Funny Sonny. That was his
Sonny
name.
Barger.
Yeah.
Barger. He died in 2022, June 29th. He was born in 1938.
Yeah. He lived a long time, dude.
People think he created the Hells Angels, but that's not the case. He was the first president of this certain chapter. He did not create the Hells Angels.
Oakland, California.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of people combined that created the Hells Angels. There's a fraud out there now. George, he says his name's Bishop, but his name's George Courtney. He claims he's the international president for the Hells Angels, but he is not related to any of the bishops. He wasn't a Hells Angel. He isn't a Hells Angel, and he goes around telling people that his father created the Hells Angels and all. It's a bunch of lies. People are crazy.
Here's a question from Lisa B. Bill, have you heard anything about Brandon Hance yet?
He's out of prison, and they got court coming up soon, so we'll see what happens. He's a bandito that got caught up in that indictment in Houston, Texas. A whole bunch of people, I think 13 people. I interviewed him.
You ever been asked to stop by any of the one percenters?
No.
Couple times.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't pry into club business. That's a major thing I won't do. I don't want to get involved with their club business. I want to hear the person that I'm interviewing story. I don't want to hear the club story. I don't care about their bylaws or any of that. That's their business. So I focus on their story, not the club story.
Yeah, personal stories. Where'd you grow up?
Bristol, Connecticut. Same town as Aaron Hernandez.
Okay.
I went to the same high school as him. I'm 10 years older.
Wow.
Huh. Well, guys, we're gonna come down to the last few minutes of the show. But Ryan Brown wants to know, and he watches your show, our show, Red's show. Do you ever interview? If you ever interview Scott Payne, ask him about Scott Town breaking his pinky as they were driving. I think I heard that story. I listened to Scott Payne on Rogan. I listened to him on Rogan. It was a pretty good interview.
Yeah,
there.
If anyone knows how to get in touch with Scott Payne, I think I tried to reach out to him. Let him know. Go on Chatting with Stacks. He's got the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube.
Right on, man. That's a nice. It's good to find your little niche genre. You know what I mean? That's important on YouTube to get a little kind of corner of the market of something people are interested in, but you got that little niche. I almost think Chicago mob might be a little too niche.
Yeah. It seems like it doesn't get the views it deserves, I think.
And there's nothing new happening because it's just all history now. So
or it's underground so much that they don't want people reporting on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's crime everywhere. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's never going to stop. There's always going to be crime. There's always going to be guys connected to each other, a little quid pro quo, tit for tat that goes on. But yeah, I mean, it's important to find that niche, and I think you found it with your channel. And yeah, God, man, 4 freaking videos a day for 4 years. I mean, that's incredible, man.
Sometimes I do like 10 interviews in one day.
Holy smoke, man. Wow. Just line them up, man. Line them up and knock them down.
Yeah. There's 24 hours in a day. 10 hours of that, doing interviews, take a little break in between.
There you go.
Get it done. Compartmentalize your time. You could get a lot done. You'd be surprised.
That's for damn sure. So, and you're right, Tim Perrone. Organized crime's gone political. All of our mobsters in this country are in Washington, D.C., the District of Criminals. Every last one of those sons of bitches. Yeah.
I'm going to try to reach out to Scott Payne again.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah.
Bill, would you like to join me on my channel?
I don't know if I got enough time.
Okay.
I tried to call Red before the show. He's a little booked today. The guy got 10 interviews to do today.
Yeah. But let me know. I'll come on another time with you, Red.
Okay. How many interviews did you get done so far today?
3.
See, I know.
3.
There you go, man. You get going early and keep it up. What's next for you? Lindsay wants to know, Bill.
A lot of new content coming out. I got a lot of interviews. I'm gonna start getting people in person and traveling to them and interviewing them, or have them come to me. I'm working on a documentary, and I got a bunch of shows in the works. I can't really talk about all the things I got going on, but I got some movie stuff in the works and some shows, so stay tuned.
That's awesome, man. Amazing what you can do when you're sober.
Definitely. And if you're out there struggling with drug addiction, just know that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yep. You're not alone. Not 100%. Alone. And thanks for coming on the show, Bill, and talking about that. And yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to really out myself on the show, but hey, to all you viewers that have been watching, I'm sorry I haven't given you guys my 100%, but moving forward, you're going to get my 100%.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Dogs from the Outlaws. He's a great guy.
Joe Dogs. Right on. All right, guys. Well, Bill, thank you so much. We'll let you get back. I'm sure you have about 5 more interviews to do today.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Go check out the channel, Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube.
Check it out, guys, and we'll put it in the description of the video, a link to Bill's channel. So if you guys are watching this after we're live, it'll be in the description. Red Wemette, you have a great day, sir. We're going to go over to your channel and hang out over there and do a little more talking. And Bill, man, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you again maybe in the future.
Definitely, and congratulations on your sobriety.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Have a great day. God bless.
Later.
Yo, Bugsy, it says here they got something called the Vegas Mob Tour.
Yeah, Bobby, ain't you heard? It's all about our old friends Sam G. and Connor, Meyer Lansky, Mo Dalis, and of course yours truly, Bugsy Siegel.
Are you kidding? A mob tour about us?
Yeah, they take you to where we used to hang out and to all the places where we used to do our crimes.
You mean they expose all our secrets?
Yeah, but it's okay, because we ain't around anymore. So, let's face it, we can't get busted.
Hey, you think we can sneak on board and check this out?
Of course we can. Forget about it. They'll never even know we're there.